Hey guys, how's it going? This is EK. We're back in another video. In this video, I want to go over the Randy's throwing knife, whether it's worth going for it, whether it's not, the pros, the cons, and maybe even some slight comparisons to the weapon. So, Randy's throwing knife is this season's ritual crucible weapon. It requires you to get about 540 scout rifle kills. Basically requires you to just go in a crucible and do your best to get medals and get kills with a scout rifle. If anyone has any questions on what scout I used Polaris Lance a few matches, and I used J Rabbit a few matches. Reason why I use those two, because I personally feel like those are the best scouts in the game for crucible. Really amazing weapons. 3 taps. If anything, Polaris is even better because of the 4 times, the charm, and the explosion and everything else. There's been multiple times where like I basically got to clean up on maybe 3 to 4 people because that was procced, and it was amazing. Now, Randy's throwing knife comes with a fluted barrel, extended mag. It has rapid hit or snapshot, zen moment, or kill clip. This gun is also a rapid fire frame. It comes with a ranged masterwork. The base stats on it are pretty nice. It is a 260 RPM. The magazine is 20. Now, Randy's a pretty cool gun. I believe even without scout rifling reserves, you get to hold, about 168, which is pretty neat. I used Randy in last week's Nightfall, which is Hashla Done. It was pretty sweet. I still prefer using a pulse rifle, especially the Ray pulse rifle called the Sacred Providence. And I just wanted to go ahead and show people, like, what they normally like about this. Of course, the best combo, in my opinion, is going to be the rapid hit and kill clip. Kill clip, of course, is because of the damage buff, and then rapid hit because of the reload. Because if you look at the reload speed here, it is really terrible. Right? So look how slow that is. That is the reload speed without rapid hit. That is pretty slow. So if you run this gun, you're probably not going to use snapshot. Maybe you are. Maybe you're using a crucible and you don't need to reload as much because the gun holds 20. Completely understandable. Now, what's neat about Randy is the fire rate and how much you can put out. A shot from Randy normally does 1470. All right. If you proc kill clip, as you can see, rapid hit times 5 is a really cool reload. And the thing about Randy that's pretty neat is that if you're probably going to use it because you're at a further range, right? Especially in PvE activity. So you're probably going to get that rapid hit times 5 because it is a rapid fire frame, and you're gonna hit the crits and you're gonna get the reload. Now with kill clip active, Randy does 1959, which is pretty neat. And that stays around for about 5 seconds. And that's pretty cool. Right? I don't mind that. But what I see in mind is that I kind of run out of ammo pretty quick with Randy. Because like I said, you do get 165 with our reserves. Or 68 with our reserves. That is approximately just 8 rounds, 8 mags. Right? That means that you're dumping most of your shots into a target, having to reload, and you have 7 more of that to use. Don't get me wrong, primary ammo normally drops a lot, but sometimes it doesn't. In the world of Destiny, ammo seems to be RNG, which is, it's the game that we're playing. It is RNG. Now, my question was, let me go back and see what scout rifle was in the game was a prime scout rifle that kind of, it was meta for his age. And I got lucky, actually. I went and got my hands on a Nameless Midnight that had explosive with the red dot micro, which is pretty neat. And the reason why I say this roll is pretty neat is because it came with drop mag and the reload speed masterwork. Now, if I took off drop mag, the reload on this gun is still pretty awesome. And with accurized round, that means I can fire long distances and still do more damage. Now, is this ideal roll able to keep up with Randy's throwing knife? Here's my breakdown of this. This gun currently is a 180. Randy is a 260, so Randy does fire a bit faster. With drop mag on, my reload kind of keeps up. But I thought about this too. Why not just see what the base damage of Nameless Midnight is against Randy's, right? Because it will be more, but is it better? And then I wanted to go a little bit further to see whether Nameless Midnight does more damage with explosive payload or not. So here we go. We're going to use a normal Nameless Midnight, alright? And if I shoot it here, it does 1717. And if I go to Randy, and I shoot Randy, Randy does 1470. So the base damage on the Nameless is a lot higher. It's not about 300 higher. Now, this shot does 1717. And we got to remember too, Randy, when Kill Clip is active, does 1957. Now, what does a Nameless Midnight with an explosive payload do? Let's see. If I shoot it here, it does 1179 and the second number is 697. And if we add that up, that is 1876 per shot, which is actually really close to Randy with Kill Clip, which is 1957. And the best thing about this gun is that not only do I get to do a bit more damage, my reload is pretty insane. I do not have to worry about having Kill Clip active, and I could just spray out my damage. Now, if we're using a scout rifle, are we worried about killing more, or are we worried about just inputting that damage, especially in PvE or endgame content? I feel like we're worried more about how much damage we can output and take out an enemy, especially with explosive payloads sometimes staggering enemies. So, my take on Randy is that it is a cool weapon, it's a nice thing to have in collections. For myself personally, if you could get your hands on a Nameless with at least explosive payload and a nice reload, masterwork or drop mag, you are in there. And if you do not worry about reload as much and you end up with Accurize, you still have a better choice. Because I have seen a lot of my friends, kind of go a little crazy grinding for Randy's. I don't think you have to lose your mind over going for Randy's. You can basically go for something like this. Now, you're going to ask me, EK, why wouldn't I go for a Nameless Midnight with Rampage? Or Nameless Midnight with, possibly Kill Clip? I believe only Rampage can roll in this gun. And I don't want you to go nuts, putting in all your Vanguard tokens and not getting the Rampage one. Because the Rampage one would be amazing if you got a triple tap Rampage Nameless Midnight. But at the same time, are you going to be killing enough in order to have that Rampage proc the whole time? Possibly not. So why not go with something such as explosive payload? I'm not saying that explosive payload is what it used to be in the beginning of Vanilla Destiny 2, but it is something very crucial right now. And if you love using scouts, this is something that you should go for. And if you really want to go for Randy's, then definitely go for it and give it a try. But once again, this is just my view on this. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos. I see you guys on the next one, and I appreciate everyone that subscribes and just leaves their comments and comes in the stream and tells me how much they liked it or what they think about it. And I do appreciate all the suggestions as well. You guys are awesome for that. And I'll see you guys on the next one.